Good morning, guys. It's 5:50 in the morning up here. Feeling the heat, aren't you? You're probably gonna feel this heat today, but the message today of the report: don't self sabotage yourself. Don't use your ego to overpower your soul. There's gonna be a lot of going on, especially if you're waking up around 6 o'clock in the morning, which is about the current time here in Bulgaria. But you need to understand that when the moon is, the Earth is turning, okay, she's facing the ascendant. It's pretty much the same time, and at the same time, the midheaven, the inner work that you do is about pretty much the same around the Earth. The only thing is exceptions is the moon that it shifts, but you can align it, the informations to your own timeline. Um, but what I'm talking about today is that in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, the ascendant is going to be at 28 degrees of Cancer, and the moon is going to be at the first 2 degrees of Leo. That is going to be a squaring the North Node. And later on at 7 o'clock, that energy is going to be exactly the midheaven. It's going to be together with the North Node, squaring the moon and opposing Pluto. That is one of the emotions overpower you. The emotions are taking over you, and your lower self is coming out. Usually that's what is going on when the people lack of transformations, they don't reach their destiny, and that's where it comes in and it shifts in there. In the good side, you're going to be developing a brand new healthy boundaries within yourself. I'm talking about the healthy ego is preventing you to dealing with other people's egos. But in the wrong side, you can take that ego, you can bring it out, and you can actually, using by your ego, you can self-sabotage your own self. Look at it on that. Usually the moon when it squares there, uh, this is gonna be a lot of emotions in there, but in the wrong way. So be mindful about it. But you get in a help. You get in a help from the Pluto that is retrograde, which is good because it sends you back you to see. Maybe you're gonna see some visions from your past time, your past recent past that you went in through it, and review things inside of you what it that was. For some of you, that's going to be a hard situations. Yes, we are in this energies as the last year. I was talking about yesterday. Somebody asking you, why do we repeat? I made this report for the new moon till the full moon, which is the full moon. It's going to be Aquarius, Leo, and it's very important what you have in Aquarius, because the Leo is going to be pushing to the energies of Aquarius. But how strong your Aquarius is, how your energies are there. And we'll still continue going on with these energies of Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Why? Uranus is still in Taurus, so is Jupiter. So right now, these energies are going to be intense. But please, don't self-sabotage yourself, but working on yourself to establish a healthy boundaries inside of you. At 8 o'clock, that energy is going to be moving into Jupiter. The moon also is going to move, and it's going to be later on squares Jupiter, and she's going to be square Uranus. That it means you're screwing up your growth, and you're screwing up the things with universe, the sudden changes that you need to make. So be mindful about your thoughts today, because at some point the moon is going to be learning this divine energies from Saturn. Saturn is also retrograde. It says like, hey, you gonna repeat the past mistakes, or are you gonna move forward? And that is what Leo is, the growth. And growth happens in there. That is the fifth year when you are have your development. That is the house of the child. Usually in your personal chart, at the fifth house, you see what is going to be your relationship with your children there. So talking about that energy later on, it's going to be moving 9 o'clock, the ascendant is going to be together with Mars, who is opposing Saturn. Hopefully, you're not acting on that energy. You're more acting in the proper energy of the growth, because Mars right now is going to be trining Jupiter. Mars, the proper way of the masculine energies, they are going to be looking at for that growth. Are you growing? Because if you catch the weight of growing, you're going to grow more. You're going to evolve more. But you're going against the learnings and the teachings you got. You're going against yourself. And that is going to be, again, another power of self-sabotage within you. So looking at inside of it, midheaven is going to be at 29 degrees of Taurus, between Taurus and, on the cusp between Taurus and Gemini. How friendly are you with yourself? There's going to be a lot of triggers with this, because it squares Saturn and it squares Venus, it squares Lilith in there. And be mindful also about your talks, because Mercury's got only one aspect. It's squaring Jupiter. How you're talking to yourself. How you're talking about the self-growth from within you. Crucial moments in there. So later on throughout the day, the things are going to get pretty much until like 1 and 2 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, midheaven is going together with the sun that is opposing Pluto. And it's going to be squaring the ascendant, which is the rising energies of balance in there. How you reach your balance? You reach your balance with the universe, what the universe giving to you. How strong you are to facing the storm, to be calm in the storm. Who is surviving the storms? Not the weak one and not the strong one. The survivor of the storm. And it's the one who are adapting to the changes. Are you adapting to the changes from within you? And this is why you're looking at in there, and not to repeat the same mistakes in life. That's the part of the growth, guys. So talking about 2 o'clock, midheaven, it's going to be with the moon. We are talking about these energies that's going to be so much intense, because midheaven is going to be between the moon and Mercury, which is there all squaring Jupiter, and they're going to be squaring with the rising energies of the ascendant, which is there in Scorpio. Talking about from the last year situations, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. What do you have on those zodiac sign? Or if you have something in Aquarius, what are you going to face? Are you going to face challenges? Are you going to face situations? Are you going to be growing and mature and sustain yourself and working the things out? Or you're just going to be blowing up like a volcano and burn everything around you, including your own self. So this is that fiery energy of Leo that's coming in there. Pretty soon the sun is going to be, your authority is going to be walking in Leo. And be mindful of those energies, because in the end, the sun going at the end of Leo is going to gain the wisdom of that growth. But that begins now, of this new moon begins now. Okay, because the moon, it's give you a preview of what the Leo season will be. Talking about later on at 3 and 4 o'clock, the moon, the midheaven, it's going to be transiting into Venus and Mars. It's going to be triggers your feminine and masculine energies. They're all connecting with Saturn, who is retrograde. Okay, they're all connecting with that. The ascendant is still going to be at Scorpio, and it's going to be opposing Uranus in Taurus. The material situation, material contracts, money, delays, things not going your way, and so on and so on. Why? Because something is not right. Something is not going in the way it's supposed to. By what? By the universe order. Are you following the energies and flow with them, or are you standing against them? That is a huge situation, because the masculine and the feminine right now, they are looking at what they need to do. And what they need to do is grow. Especially Mars right now, he is connecting with Jupiter, he sees his growth. But he needs to stop this thinking of, I cannot change, I cannot transform, I cannot do this. Okay? Later on at 6 o'clock, the midheaven is going to go at 13 degrees of Libra. There is a divine energies with Jupiter, the divine growth in there. What do you have there? If you have something within Libra right now, you should be feel very okay with this because there is this divine energies transiting through. They are both from Jupiter and Uranus. There is this divine energies. If you have something, for example, of give it a take like 8 degree of Libra till the 15 degree of Libra, and if you have something within the 19, 18, 19 degrees of Libra till the 25th degree of Libra, there is a divine energies there for you. Look at your personal chart and see what this is. Okay, if you need some help with personal reading, it's available. All you have to do is find a contact on the Facebook and find me there. But those divine energies later on, as a midheaven goes at 29 degrees of Libra, they are connecting with Neptune. Neptune is connecting with Venus, and Venus is connecting with Pluto. So all that is that the end of that age. I'm talking about edge. Okay, I'm sorry I can't pronounce very good words because my lips from the heat weather has been so bad, but it is what it is. But talking about this, okay, for a minute, that is a one of the Libra shifting that energies into Scorpio. The Scorpio needs the Libra, the same way the Libra needs the Virgo. They're all connecting in there because the Virgo holds the Libra, holds the scales. All right, and Scorpio is looking at to that balance to be made. But if there is a perfect balance, nothing grows. So something has to be imbalanced in there in order to grow. In there, there is something more all the time you need to put in there. That's what the underworld is. And whatever you have in Scorpio is going to be affecting what is the energies that's going on in Taurus, what is it going on into Leo, and ultimately in Aquarius, because we are in the age of Aquarius, so you better start thinking as age of Aquarius. I'm going to do age of Aquarius videos into the our new channel, which is a Aqua Spirit United, if you see it above. In there, talking about at 8 o'clock, midheaven. Midheaven, it's at 15 degrees of Scorpio. It is opposing Jupiter and Uranus there. But it's the same time, the moon that it's in the 10 degree right now at Leo, it's very close to Mercury. At this point, the moon and the Mercury, they're both squaring the midheaven, and the one squares Jupiter, so is the other. Talking about the growth. You're gonna go through the storm, but if you're adapting to that storm, guys, you are going to mature. And there is the point of these energies today, because later on the sun is gonna go through this. Right now, you're just learning through the moon, through the intuition is telling you what you're gonna go through in the next about 30 days plus, since the sun is gonna go over there. This is the power of the new moon. It's a new cycle, new beginning, and you can start it from today. So later on at 9 o'clock, that energy is going to be really intense because midheaven is going to be at 29 degrees of Scorpio. It's going to be squaring the moon, the sun, Saturn, and the masculine energy is going to have a rough time. So it's the feminine. Do you really practice what you learn? Okay, a lot of the people probably they are going to be in hermit mode. What I'm talking about, hermit mode. Hermit mode, it is that when you're looking from within you. Okay, you maybe find yourself on this quietness because you have to handle the storm from within you. You hunker down. But when you're adapting to the changes of that storm, now you understand how to navigate it within the storm. So later on at 10 at 11 o'clock, the energies is going to be calmed down. Specifically talking about 11 o'clock at the end of the day. Midheaven at 28 degrees is going to be trining Mars and Venus, which is going to help of this feminine and masculine energies. At the same time, is going to be trining the North Node. And the North Node right now, it is going to begin to trine Venus. Okay, we are talking about the beautiful energies that it's like, you know what? It's your destiny to get this wisdom. It is your destiny to get these energies. Where that comes from, you're going to see the visions at 11 o'clock. The ascendant is together with Neptune on the same line, and that is going to be when Neptune is going to be rising in the sky. And you're going to see these energies of the divine messages to you, to your divine feminine energies inside of you. The same time that mid-heaven, it is in divine energies with the sun, with an authority. That is a like, okay, I understood, I took the authority within me, but what authority did I took today? Did I took my ego and put my ego up front and being selfish? Or I navigate the storm and been selfless and I mature. That is going to be the energies today. This is for the July 18. Thank you guys so much for watching it, for the support. And if you have any questions or anything, please post it down below in the comments. Love you guys. I wish you having a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.